folks, this is Sam at B Sharp Guitars again, and I have with me today a Jackson. This is the Kelly model. To be more exact, this is the KE3. It is made in Japan. It is sort of kind of a Jackson's upper mid-range line of guitars. Usually from the 90s, I think up to a couple of years ago, where they kind of made their X series, their sort of their upper mid-range line. Because the X series is from India and this is made from Japan, which is my favorite foreign country and foreign made guitars. So anyway, kind of give it a bit of lowdown. Of course, I'm going to get a quick gloss over Jackson. Basically, they started us being Charvel, and then it's sort of like make replacement parts, custom, and of course started making their own guitars as well. And well, Mr. Charvel sold the company name to a guy named Grover Jackson. And a little guitar player named Randy Rhoads came along with a rather, offset V, and of course, not wanting to risk the name, decided to go ahead and sell it as a Jackson guitar. And where Randy Rhoads joined up with Ozzy Osbourne, and basically, Jackson became sort of quite popular with heavy metal players. Probably most notably Megadeth for a while. Dave Mustaine. Saw Kirk Hammett play with Randy Rhoads, he's with ESP, and so on. Just a lot of good, well-known heavy metal guitar players usually play Jackson. And of course, Jackson kind of marks themselves off as, for being heavy metal players. So anyway, that's just basically big history there for the 0.01% of people watching this. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this Kelly. Pretty good shape. Now, a little bit of grime also in the upper frets, a little green, but of course I haven't took the strings off and really give it a big rub down, which will probably take care of it. But still, it's not really affecting the playing. And of course, got the Floyd Rose, the licensed one, and of course, like you see, love doing the dive bombing. I don't got the kind of luxury of time to be able to take the strings off, do the whole cleaning. I think anyone who's played with a locking tremolo will know it's a big pain. But anyway, since I got right here, here's the main engine. You got actual Seymour Duncans. You're definitely looking at the typical JB and SH setup. Very nice. Sort of one of my favorite setups, passive pickups, because they really are kind of good in getting a little bit of a definition, but still have a little bit of weight. Kind of almost like the EMGs, but of course there's a big debate and kind of a little torn between the two. So, but people like some good, tone there. Very nice, and of course these are sort of kind of coming stock with them. And then you only got a volume control, no tone. So, of course, not a whole lot of option, but you can do all of it through the amp, and not to mention it gives a lot more output. And of course, there's your toggle. And of course, I gotta mention the very wicked crimson swirl finish. I mean, very evil looking. Now the neck is bolted on. The body's alder. I guess the neck is maple. Of course, got your rosewood fretboard with the shark fin inlays. But overall, a very solid guitar. Like I said, I'm a big Jackson fanboy. I got a lot of Jacksons myself at home. I have the Randy Rhoads equivalent from this line of this Kelly. I have the RR3. This is the KE3, and RR3's been pretty good to me. Of course, I mod it myself, and of course, I still play it regularly. Kind of let my King V, kind of take over as my main workhorse, but I will still get out my RR3, every now and then. So, very reliable brand. The line, I guess their professional series, which is from Japan. These are still pretty good, and they're really not all that expensive. So I say lots and lots of bang for the buck. Even compared to other mid-range guitars, because these are, I see a lot of these, they bounce around between 2 and 3. And they really kind of go on par for something that probably costs, maybe around $1,000. But however, here's the best part of this deal. For anyone who's ever played an odd-shaped guitar, I'm just going to bring this right here if I can bring it up. Da 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 da. An actual hard case that is designed to carry the Kelly. I think for anyone who has tried and get a case for a guitar that's not shaped like a Stratocaster or Les Paul, it is a big pain, and sometimes you're almost paying twice because these cases probably looking at the very least like maybe 150. You know, for something that's actually going to keep your guitar safe. Believe me, I know. But of course, you got a hard shell case right there. It's actually meant for a Kelly. So you got it right there, 2 birds, 1 stone. So really, that is just about it. This is a Jackson KE3 Kelly in a nutshell. You know, I'm a big Jackson fanboy, so I'm definitely going to recommend this. And believe me, I'm having a hard time, you know, letting it go. So anyway, not much else to go over, unless I really start getting to fanboy mode. This is Sam with B Sharp Guitars, over and out.